Hi, my name is Michelle. I recently quit my corporate work and it's been about 2 months. So I want to use this video to share with you three things. One is the life update, what I have been up to in the past 2 months. The money, how I manage money and how I think about the money now that after I don't have a stable income anymore. And the third part is the life purpose. Before we dive in, I want to thank you for all the new subscribers that subscribe to my channel. My latest video got popular somehow. It was right here about I quit at 37 and how I did it. And I think because of that video, I gained a lot of subscribers. YouTube is a magical place. I really appreciate whoever is watching this for my mumbling about life and my personal thoughts about society or money. Anyways, I am feeling really grateful, and I think with new subscribers, it really gives me more purpose and encouragement of continuing growing this channel and to continue share my journey. I do believe there are so many people out there that have similar thoughts to me, but a lot of people are afraid whether they don't have enough money to retire or maybe they just lack that little courage. So with this channel, I want to be able to share with you as an ordinary person like myself. If I can do it, then I believe any of you with the right planning, with the right time, with the right strategy, you can also retire early and able to really live a fulfillment life that you want. What I have been up to in the past about 30 days. So I have been outside of America most of the time. I was in Asia for some much needed family and friends gathering and some traveling. I spent some time in Taiwan, which I also have a home at. I was in Japan for a week for some train ride, hot springs, some Japanese food. Japan is such an interesting place. I think I can see why it's a popular destination for a lot of people. It is super clean and the food was amazing and it's very affordable for American standard. And yeah, just everything is so clean and people are so polite. It's a very interesting society because I went to Fukuoka, which is not Tokyo or Kyoto, some major city. I think in Fukuoka, it's still a bit more suburb, if I may say. And I don't see a lot of businesswomen travel there. So somehow, even though I feel Japan is a very advanced country, but the society is still quite traditional. I, I mean, I mostly see businessmen in suits traveling for business, and so I guess most women in Japan they are still staying home mom, which is yeah, it's just an interesting phenomenon, and it's fun to see different parts of the world how they operate and how they live lives. I also spent about 10 days to visit Bali, Indonesia, and I visit three main points in Bali, which is Sanur, Sanur. Sanur it's not Seminyak or Canggu or Uluwatu, which are more popular destination for tourists, I believe, but I don't like people and I really don't like crowds. So I prefer quiet, not as touristy spot. That's why I pick Sanur. So Sanur is southeast part of the island, and I stay at a Hyatt. I stay at a Hyatt, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm sharing the footage of some of the hotel and Sanur view. It is such a beautiful, quiet place. Bali is this interesting place. I think when you are inside of the hotel, you feel very zen, very peaceful. Everything is clean and well maintained. But once you go out to the road, their infrastructure was horrible. So Yeah, it's an interesting country, and also the price range significantly, even for the same thing. For example, if you want to do a massage, if you do a massage at a five-star hotel, it will cost you more than 1 million ruby, which is about like $50, $60. So $1 equals about 16K rupees, kind of like that. But if you do a massage outside of hotel, it can be as cheap as like $7, maybe like 100K rupees. You can get a 60 minutes massage. So that's how wide ranges of Bali for their service. I think that's also why a lot of Westerner, especially Australia people, I learned on the trip that Australia people, because they're close to Bali, so they like to go to Bali to surf, to maybe retired. So I can see why Bali is a popular retirement destination. I am planning to do a separate video that deep dive into Bali and what I learned on this trip about whether it can be a good retirement destination. I can definitely see the appealing for some, but I don't think it's, yeah, because it's still so messy. So I don't know. I think it's, if you have the option, it would be amazing to spend Seattle winter time, like December, January, February. You spend those time in some tropical places like Bali. I think that would be amazing arrangement. But in terms of just moving there 100%, I am not too sure. We also visited Gili Island and Ubud, which both of them are so beautiful. And yes, just sharing some footage of some highlights of what we've done. So if you are thinking about taking a vacation, I do highly recommend visiting Bali. I recommend to go there off season. So Christmas time, from what I know, they are super busy, and I feel you pay extra to get less. So if you have a choice, especially if you're not working, highly recommend to go there during low season. I went there during November, which is a low season, and November is also the start of their quote-unquote rainy season. But I didn't really see much rain, so I actually think November is a great time to visit Bali. Everything is a little cheaper, it's not as touristy. The money update. So when I quit my job, obviously there are two main reasons I quit, and I do have a separate video that dive deep into that. But a quick summary why I quit was, one was I believe I kind of have enough money to sustain myself for quite a while, if not forever. Very close to forever, but yeah, I feel comfortable to leave my job because I have enough investing and savings. The second reason was because my job was just really, really painful and it's eating into my soul. So that's really why I quit. If I was working a different job, I would probably be working a bit longer than what end up here. But you know, life is full of surprises. If you ask me if I knew after 9 months since I joined this new company, if I knew I would have quit, would I still accept the offer? The answer is yes, I would still accept it because I think my biggest fear in life is regret. If I didn't take this job, I will always have this wondering about what if I have accepted the job? What would have happened? So I think in life, whatever decision you make, at that moment, it might be hard to tell whether it's a best decision, but it's important to know, like deep down in your heart, to know that you've done the best choice you could have done based on all the information you have at that moment. So I want to talk about the money, right? So I do have enough investment, but because it's still quite scary to stop getting that bi-weekly paycheck, I actually recently started to selling options. I don't do any naked calls or naked puts. So I have been selling some call spreads and put spreads on SPY. There are a lot of more professional video out there talk about investing options or option strategy. My channel will not be focusing on that, but I do plan to make more videos about what my personal strategy is. Right now, I've been doing this for about 3 months now, and I did lose money for one of the contract, but overall, it's been quite a positive return so far. And I think I will share with you all in this channel about my specific option strategy after a while, after I feel my strategy is working. In the past 3 months, the market has been bull market. So pretty much anyone can make money on this type of situation. I want to see how I'm doing when the market actually collapses. If I can still somehow make money or at least not lose as much money, then I think I am ready to share with you what I'm doing with my option strategy. So yes, I do have enough savings to sustain my estimated annual living expense here in Seattle. On top of that, I am selling credit and put spreads to supplement that as some additional income, so I feel more comfortable financially to sustain my lifestyle, and if I want to be able to continue to travel to different places. The life purpose. So I think one of the main thing for a lot of people, if you have a family, if you have a job, those two things kind of become your life purpose, especially if you have kids. I think for a woman, if you have kids, the life purpose very easily become focusing on raising kids and making sure kids grow up to be okay, making sure kids are safe, well educated, have good personality, all that sorts of thing. For someone like me who currently don't have a kid and I don't have a family yet, right now I don't even have a job, right? So, and I am spending a lot of time working out and doing the right things for myself, but then I continue to trying to figure out what are the other things I can do for the society. That's another reason why I started the YouTube channel. I feel I have a lot to say about a lot of topic, and I want to start this channel to just have a voice on the corner of the internet, so the like-minded people might find my content, and eventually we might have like a small community with like-minded people to maybe exchange ideas about life or finance, investing, health, travels, and things like that. So life purpose, this part, I encourage you all to continue to explore what kind of things when you do you feel most fulfilling. It's typically something you give. Life purpose, it's not about something you want to gain. I believe everyone have their own strength and everyone have something to give to society. So when you sort of reach that financial and you have all the basic needs met, the next step is you want to be able to give out to society, whether you want to do volunteer, you want to donate money to some charities, but a lot of them are fraud. So yeah, I don't know. I need to think about that. But the other part is, yeah, you want to do something good for the society, and it can look different for everyone. Yeah, so that's what I have been up to in the past month. I had been pretty busy, but I do have a lot of great footages that I will be sharing on this channel in this video and some upcoming video. In the meantime, if there is some specific topic you're interested in, please feel free to leave me comment. I read all comments since right now it's a very small channel, so there are not that many comments anyways. And I appreciate all of your comments. I do read all of them, and I try to respond to some of them if I feel resonate or if I feel the need to respond. And thank you all for tuning in. I will see you on the next one.